I bet. So the movie opens up and we got Coach Carter fresh off of work pulling up to his son's basketball game. And we instantly see this nigga get yammed on. Bro ain't even jump, he just accepted his fate. And this Jermaine O'Neal looking ass nigga who is this universe's LeBron James gets to talking crazy. Telling bro to stay out his way, calling him a bitch and saying that he owns him. And of course, an instant nigga moment with both teams happens, clearing the benches and they start throwing hands. This bitch looking like Malice at the Palace. The game gets thrown out because of the fighting and this reporter gets to dick riding instantly. He talking about what's it like to be the next LeBron James and shit. You telling me this old ass nigga is supposed to be in high school? Bitch, you look 30. I see your receding ass hairline, gang. There's a reason your ass is rocking a 0 on your head at 18, gang, and it's not by choice. He then says some lame ass shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna acknowledge it, bro. Let's just move on. Carter then pulls up to the locker room to meet with Wello and he gets offered the coaching position officially. Wello is getting too old to be dealing with all this bullshit, so he's trying to get Carter on board ASAP. And just as this is happening, a little scuffle breaks out. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, coach, this not a good look when you're trying to offer somebody your current position. Like, you telling me I gotta deal with this? I would have said hell no, but Carter's way nicer than me, so he tells him that he'll think it over. We get back to the crib now and Carter's talking about it with his fine ass wife. Like, holy shit, bro, she's bad as fuck. I love me a beautiful mature black woman. Oh my god, bro, fuck. And he tells her that he'll maybe get like $1,000 out of it, and his wife is not going for this, saying that 5 months of work and you only get a band. I ain't know you wanted to be a slave again because yo ass is tripping. 1K for 5 months is such a crazy proposition for somebody, bro. I would hell no. What are you talking about? He ends up taking a job anyways because movie, and he gets introduced to the boys and this nigga tries to make fun of his shiny ass head. Like, bro, you're rocking the same cut. What are you talking about? Bald on bald crime is actually crazy. Coach Carter then checks him by saying, if you want to know my credentials, they are right behind you on them banners, little nigga. And that was tough. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it to you, coach. That was a W comeback. Coach Carter was really hooping in the 70s, and he ain't do it just for 1 year. He did it for 2. All-American, you know the vibes. Coach then asked them what the record was last season, and they tell him they went 4-22. Jesus Christ, y'all are fucking dog shit. Not even the Charlotte Bobcats were that bad. He then gives them contracts saying that they gotta average a 2.3 GPA, attend all classes, and sit in the front of those classes. And if they do that, they will win more than 4 games, I guarantee you. But of course, they not rocking with that, and here comes my cousin Timo Cruz, and he gets to wildin', calling coach an uppity church nigga. And coach is not fucking with that whatsoever, telling my primo to leave the gym before he makes him leave. Timo, with a fragile ass ego, tries to sneak but he catches him and pins him against the wall, sunning him in front of everybody. And Timo gets to talking about teachers aren't supposed to touch students, and my goat drops this fucking banger on his head top.
I'm not a teacher. I'm the new basketball coach.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about this.
He then makes the boys start running suicides to get their conditioning up because they out here moving like Najee Harris. Bro got cinder blocks for feet. Coach Carter will be damned if he got a bunch of niggas that run like Vita Vea on his team. We then find out bro right here, who's named Kenyon, got a baby on the way. And bro made her take that test 3 times. And shit, if it was me, I'm making shorty take that shit 3 more times until that shit says it's negative, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm just not gonna accept it. Having a kid in fucking high school is bonkers, bro. Oh my god, I know a few bitches, bro. Holy shit. We cut to the boys at practice and Coach Carter got this shit moving like a military base. He got these boys working. And bro right here, who's named Junior, pulls up to practice 20 minutes late, so coach sentenced him to 20 suicides and 250 push-ups. And holy shit, my ass would have been at the practice before coach after that. Bro got me fucked up if I'm doing that shit all the time. Hell no. Channing Tatum and Worm are walking home until these gangbangers pull up on him trying to rob him, and turns out it is my cousin Timo, and he's playing like a little prank on him and shit. So let me get this straight. Timo gets kicked off the team and he instantly goes to join a gang. Yeah, that nigga a loser for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. DT was never proud of him anyway, so I'm not even tripping. And I'm gonna just say this one thing to y'all. No friend of yours would ever uphold on you, bro. That shit is not a joke. I do not fuck with nobody that plays with guns all willy-nilly and shit, bro. That shit is lame as hell. This nigga Timo making my people look crazy as hell, bro. Like, god damn. Yup, my assumption was correct, bro. Puerto Rican as hell. Ay, Dios mío, bro. Of course he is. Oh my god. So there's a meeting with all the parents and they get to bitching and moaning about the rules for the GPA and the dress code. Mostly about the dress code. And coach tells them there's a Goodwill and a Salvation Army down the street. And the parents get mad at him because they think that he's calling them broke. Like, how the fuck are y'all y'all gonna complain about having to buy suits and ties. And then when coach gives you a solution for the problem, your response is, oh, I'm not broke. Like, bitch, I think you might be. You wouldn't be giving him attitude about buying a goddamn tie if you weren't. He then tells them that the rules are the rules. If y'all don't like them, that's too goddamn bad. And he ends up leaving. We at the crib now, and Carter's son pulls up on him trying to convince him to let him play for him, saying he'll maintain a 3.5 GPA and 50 hours of community service. And after a little bit of back and forth, Carter then agrees but says you need to maintain a 3.7 GPA and you got a deal. And just like that, coach's son is at Richmond now. Damien gets to practice late and coach got no mercy for his kid. Bro said, I'm gonna need them 20 suicides ASAP, young bull. And you can just tell he wanna say something back to him. But you did sign up for this. Plus, if you talk back, he might just whoop your ass in front of everybody. This is your father after all. So just take them suicides on the chin and keep it pushing, bro. At this practice, they work on 2 different defenses. One being Diane, their man-to-man defense, and the other being Delilah, their trap defense. And I ain't gonna lie, they looking pretty good. We then skip to the season opener and we're in the 4th quarter now, and bro gets called for a foul when it was clearly a steal. And he gets thrown out the game because that's his 5th foul. Coach then subs Damien in for him and they break the huddle. Bro misses the free throw and Richmond gets the board and passes it to Damien, who gets a quick layup, cutting the lead down to 1. There's 16 seconds left and they intercept an inbound pass, throws it to Damien, who dishes it to Worm for a lay, taking the lead, and Richmond gets the win. Cruz catches up with him after the game and he realizes that he's not trying to gangbang no more. He want to hoop with the bros, so he pulls up today practice asking to join back, and he ain't taking no for an answer. So coach tells him, fine, if you want to play, I'm gonna need 2,500 push-ups and 1,000 suicides from you. Oh yeah, and I need that by Friday. And he gets straight to it, like, all right, bro, you weren't fucking around, bro. That's respect. I give it to you. Kenyon and his girl are about to get a little freaky, but this baby starts crying and shit, so sexy time is instantly over. And you can just tell bro does not want to be a dad, bro. It is so obvious on his face, and I can't blame him. Shit, I'm 23 years old right now and I do not want to be a dad. Imagine being in high school with this shit. Oh hell no, bro. Game day is tomorrow, so that means Cruz is out of time for his push-ups and suicides, but he ended up only needing 80 more suicides and 500 more push-ups, which is hella impressive, I can't lie. But the rest of the team volunteers to finish the rest of the push-ups and the suicides, and this almost brings a tear to coach's eye. He got these young bulls in shape, and that was really quick. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was quick as hell. This is maybe over the span of like a week or 2. This nigga's moving like prime Greg Popovich. I ain't gonna cap. We get dropped into the 4th quarter of this game with less than 3 minutes left, and Cruz gets checked into the game and instantly bangs a 3. And coach wanna be mad so bad, but it ended up working, so whatever. They end up winning and they got a little win streak going now. Okay, I see y'all. We get a glimpse of another game and we see Cruz on a fast break, but instead of going for the easy layup, he stops at the 3-point line and looks at coach and bangs a 3. And this is where the legend of Timo Cruz was born. Fuck Steph Curry. My nigga Timo Cruz was the first person to take a 3 on a fast break. That shit just runs in our Puerto Rican blood, bro. We automatic from 3. I can't even lie to y'all. So everything's going good with the team. You know, they winning games and shit. Vibes are high. But that all comes to a screeching halt when coach finds out that some of his players have not been attending class. Specifically Junior Battle, who is their star player. So coach suspends him from playing until he gets his shit together, and he storms out the gym. Coach is hounding the principal for these progress reports on the players, but Shorty is not rocking with it at all, talking about your only job is to win basketball games, and I suggest you do just that. And my GOAT claps back by saying your job is to educate these kids, and I suggest you start doing that. Nah, he fried her shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He ain't even had to do all that, bro. Fuck. We're at Coach Carter's store now, and Junior's mom pulls up begging for her son to be able to play. Some junior colleges called and they want to see Junior play. So he apologized, and coach tells him that he needs 1,000 push-ups and 1,000 suicides before he could play. And I ain't ever seen somebody smile so hard at having to do suicides and push-ups, bro. This shit is unreal. Bro is showing all 32. He happy as hell. The team gets invited to this tournament, and there's 1 minute and 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and we see Channing Tatum dive for a loose ball, but the other team gets it and dunks it. Coach calls for a timeout and cooks up an absolute master plan. Like, this man is fucking Phil Jackson on crack. They inbound the ball and pass it a little bit, and Damien gets around for a 3 and hits it. They run Diane and end up getting the ball back because of it, then inbounding the ball and passing it to Junior for a dunk. The lead is now cut to 1, and they run Delilah, and Damien steals the ball, causing a fast break, and Damien gets the ball for another 3. Bay Hill got the ball now, and they end up getting an and one on Channing. That was really a charge, but whatever, bro. So Cruz gets subbed in, and the plan is to run Linda after the free throw. The bro makes the free throw, and Damian is taking the ball down court, but the play ain't there, and he takes it to the hole for the game-winning layup. And Richmond is the Bay Hill tournament champions, and Damian ends up winning MVP. Got all these white folks mad as shit. The boys then sneak out their hotel to some party, 3 cabs deep. Like, damn, I ain't know the snow bunnies got y'all acting up like these. Coach ends up finding out, and bro is pissed. The fucking cab driver snitched on the players, bro. They must have not tipped them or something, because like, why would you do this? We see Damian, and he's drunk as a bitch, and all the guys are on some freaky shit, swimming with the huzz, you know, having a good ass time. That is until the parents and Coach Carter pulls up to the crib, and this shit gotta be a white father's worst nightmare. His slutty daughter done invited a bunch of ghetto black and Hispanic kids to his crib for some fun, and he's in fucking disbelief right now. He cannot believe his eyes. And yeah, I ain't having no kids, bro. Fuck all that, bro. I'd whoop my daughter's ass in front of everybody. I'm not playing that bullshit. If you want to be a hoe, do that on your own time when you don't live in my crib. Coach Carter then sees his boy with 2 bitches in the pool, and man, I would be so proud of my son. Mind you, he is a freshman going this crazy, but you know how Coach Carter is, bro. A hard ass all the time. He can't even throw his son a bone. Like, god damn, bro. And y'all remember how drunk Damian was like 2 minutes ago? Well, he's sober as fuck now. Something about your parent catching you doing something you are not supposed to be doing, bro, makes your drunkenness go away instantly. So coach is chewing their ass out on the bus, and if you think they in the doghouse now, just wait, because we end up getting those progress reports, and pretty much 8 motherfuckers are ruining it for everyone else. The team got Unc stressing right now, bro. He does not know what to do. So y'all are probably wondering, what does Coach Carter decide to do? You might say, well, he's gonna have everybody do 2,000 suicides and 2,000 push-ups each. Nah, they gotta do 5,000 of them, right? Well, actually, it's neither. This nigga ends up locking the gym, and coach is standing 10 toes down because he forfeited a game, costing the boys their undefeated season, and they got every news station in town waiting to hear from bro. He then tells them that until their grades improve, the lock will stay on the gym, and this shit is hitting national coverage, bro, because fucking Bob Costas is interviewing Coach Carter right now on the news. It is such a big deal that people are even vandalizing his store, throwing bricks at that shit. And if that wasn't bad enough, bro, this man, for no reason, just spits on his car window. Like, holy shit. Richmond is such a hateful, spiteful fucking town. I promise you, basketball is not that deep, y'all. There are other things to do. We skip a little bit to Cruz saving the guys from a fight with some randoms, and we witness a drug deal gone wrong because me and Cruz's cousin gets Swiss cheese, bro. He shot his ass like 4 times, and Primo ends up dying in his arms, bro. Let me get a RIP Primo in the chat, y'all. We then skip to a board meeting about ending the lockout, and coach says, if y'all vote to end the lockout, y'all won't have to fire me because I'll just quit. And what does the board do after hearing this information? Like, bro, what the fuck? Your best coach in fucking history, I ain't gonna lie, bro, this is probably the best coach they're ever gonna have in their entire life, threatens to leave the position if y'all betray him. So what do? Y'all decide to betray him anyways. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you setting these niggas back. And they must have thought Coach Carter was bluffing, because he pulls up with them to-go boxes, you know what I'm saying? Like the ones where you get fired from a job and you put all your shit in. Yeah, he pulls up with 2 of them bitches. Coach cannot co-sign a message that says winning basketball games is more important than graduating high school and going to college. And I low-key agree with him. He's trying to set these men up for success in life, not only high school basketball, but in life. That's some respectable shit. Coach walks into the gym and he sees the boys hitting them books, and look how proud he is, man. He's happy as shit. The gym might be open now, but that doesn't mean they can make them play. So they're gonna work together to get them grades up and do it the right way. And shit, I gotta give him props, bro. This is some insane character development, bro. Cruz then gets up to thank coach for saving his life, and shit, cuzzo, you ain't gotta hit me in the fields like that, bro. Come on, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. And if you thought I was gonna cry, look at Coach Carter, bro. His eyeballs are all glossy and shit. He might start crying right then and there. So the boys end up getting them grades up, and it's time to play some fucking basketball, yo. It's game time, and Richmond off the rip starts off with a lob to score. These niggas moving like Lob City. Okay, I see y'all. We somehow skip to the 4th quarter now, and I don't know how this happens, bro. Like, tip-off was literally 10 seconds ago, but whatever, bro. Movie, I guess. And these boys are fucking hooping, bro. I'm seeing shot after shot, lob after lob. Like, they are putting belt to ass right now. And they end up winning the game 82-68 in their first game back. They ain't had no practices, no games, no nothing during this entire lockout. And they put belt to ass like this. Oh yeah, they ready for the big dogs. So Kenyon goes to fix things with his baby mama, and we come to find out that he's gotten a full ride scholarship to play ball, which is fire. We then also find out that there is no more baby. And yeah, I ain't gonna go too much into detail about that, but they end up being happy, so I guess everything's cool. Coach Carter then gets a call saying that the boys are invited to the state tournament, and they get matched up with St. Francis and Ty Crane, you know, the LeBron James wannabe. At first they're a little worried and shit, but then they remember who the fuck they are. So boom, there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Junior draws a charge on Crane, but they end up with the ball. Like, I'm mad confused, but fuck it, bro, whatever, movie. Crane is going in for a dunk, and Junior meets him at the rim and palms his shit, cause he ain't no fucking hoe. And the next, LeBron James's ego gets bruised so bad that he starts a little scuffle with bro. Like, come on, what's going on, bro? I thought this was just basketball. You don't like it when people talk shit back to you? You a front runner ass nigga. Coach Carter then calls a timeout and tells him that they gonna run candy, looking for Junior to score. Damian takes the ball up the court and passes it to Kenyon, who passes it to Worm, who hits Junior off the screen, and he hits a hook shot to take the lead by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the game, and they hit Crane with a fucking touchdown down the court, and he jab steps Junior and pulls up for a jumper and makes the shot, and Richmond loses the game. And for a lot of these boys, this will be the last game of organized basketball that they ever play, so I feel for them, but they ain't got nothing to be sad about, bro. They proved themselves, bro. They proved that they were worthy to be here. We end up getting the classic black movie ending, and Hope by Twista starts playing with the freeze frames and text, because of course it does, bro. Of course it does. 5 kids end up getting scholarships, and 6 team members went to college. Junior went to San Jose State on a full ride. Channing Tatum went to San Diego State and graduated with a business degree. My cousin Timo Cruz is raising up the black queen. Oh my god, he just like me for real, man. We love our black women. And he ends up going to Humboldt State and becomes the starting point guard there. Worm goes to San Fran State, where he played guard for 4 years. Kenyon ends up going to Sacramento State and gets a communications degree, which is a big waste of fucking money if you ask me, but fuck it, bro, a degree is a degree. Damian went on to be a basketball demon at Richmond, breaking all of his dad's records, and he went to a military academy at West Point. And yeah, that's the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. You know, I had to drop another banger for y'all real quick. We on the road to 200k subs, man. I think we at like 130 right now. I love y'all boys. I love y'all so much, man. I wouldn't trade y'all for the world. Y'all mean the world to me, bro. I love y'all, bro. Here's a kiss. Mwah. Make sure y'all eat some water, drink some food, wash y'all ass, tell someone you love them, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.